One more quick video before I take a break. So the last two videos I've been talking about how OnSong can control the Helix. But now I want a couple options for Helix to control the OnSong. If I'm playing a set, I don't want to have to keep touching OnSong to advance to the next song. I don't want to have to touch auto scroll to get everything going. I'd love just to be able to use the Helix and a couple foot switches to get everything going, so I don't ever have to touch the iPad. This is how I do it again. There might be a more official way to do it, but it's all trial and error with me, and it works, so hopefully it works for you. In order to use some of these foot switches, and again, just the old trusty test 1 preset has nothing going on, but I'll just use it for the heck of it. You want to set up these foot switches, and how to set up the foot switches is done in, if you hit this little 3-bar menu, command center is what you need to go into. That's where all these commands are. I don't know what half of them are, but that's beside the point. So I want to use foot switches, let's say these two foot switches, to this one will be advance to the next song. This one will be start the auto scroll. That's all I really need. So these foot switches are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we can see here's the diagram, and it's even labeled for us, foot switch 1, 2, 3. So foot switch 4 I said would be the next song. So how we program this MIDI information is we go back over to OnSong, and remember when we did a backing track we touched the headphone icon? Well, right next to it is the configure pedal icon, and the Helix is just a giant pedal, so that's what I'm going to use. You hit that pedal icon, and OnSong is nice enough to allow you automatically to kind of start configuring their, I'll call them preferred foot switches, which I don't have. I don't have any of them. Helix is not one of the preferred foot switches. Sorry, I got rid of that by accident. But if you get off pedals down here at the bottom, and right next to it is MIDI. So I'm going to press MIDI. And it says right here, trigger MIDI to configure. Play a note, adjust a control, or press a pedal. And it also says it is listening for MIDI input on all channels. So instead of hitting the plus sign and having to manually dial something in, the OnSong is listening over MIDI for a command. So it says right here, play a note, adjust a control. So play a note is all I care about. So we go over to foot switch 4, and here where it says command, if you scroll through, and again, I don't know what any of these really mean, but there is one that says note on, and over here play a note. Okay, makes sense. I don't mess with anything else except for I do have a habit of changing the note just because a little OCD, and I like things to be logical or sequential or whatever. So I'm going to start this. I'm going to start A4 for no rhyme or reason. I don't know, it's just me. I'm going to start my commands at A4 and have them progress A sharp 4, B4, C4, and all that stuff. So I'm there, and you can see now that I've turned foot switch 4 into a note, you see it can say note down here. So if I press that, you'll see over here on OnSong that foot press will register. And there it is. Note A3 on channel 1. I'm guessing, even though this is A4, I'm guessing it's a MIDI on 0 thing and everything else starts at 1. I don't understand it, but it works. So now that it has registered the MIDI command, I'm going to tap on it and I'm going to assign it to an action. And here are all these actions you can give to that pedal or that foot switch. And I said this was going to be next song. So navigation, song, next. And if I close that, All right. So if I hit this button, and you know what? It says note. I want to change that. I want this to say next song. So just like anything else, you go to customize, and you can change the scribble pad. Next song. How about if I just put next? Let's see how quickly I can do it. Next. Where am I? Next. Save. All right, so now the pedal says next. If I hit it, it should go to the next song, which, let's see here, where am I? The next song should be this one of my originals, If You're Pouring. So let's see what happens. Get rid of that. Hit next. If You're Pouring. I love it. It works. Okay, I'm going to go back to that last song. Yeah. Now I want to take foot switch 5 and start auto scroll. So we'll move over. Where's the joystick? We'll move over to foot switch 5, and it's turned off. Go back over to this song, which is the song that we just used. Call up the main menu bar or the top menu bar, whatever you call it. Hit that pedal icon again. MIDI. It's still listening. So I need to change this to note again. There's note. That last one was A4, so I'm going to make this A sharp 4. Again, I don't know why, but I'm doing it. You can see foot switch 5 has now changed to note. And if I press this, hopefully you'll see it register here. And it does. A sharp 3 on channel 1. Same thing, I will assign this an action. And this I want to auto scroll control start. And I will exit out of that. And I'm going to confuse myself. I don't want this to say note anymore. I want it to say auto scroll. So I'm just going to put auto so I don't confuse myself. Not bad, huh? Oh, look at that, 2 in a row. And you know what? I'm going to change the color too, just because I want to. Yellow. Save. Oh, wait. We went to the wrong one. Customize. Yeah, all right, we're good. Nope. So here we are in the last video, this song 1, that's the one that I showed you how to record the timeline and add the backing track, play the backing track, change the snapshots. So here, if I hit note, why didn't that save? Sorry. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna change note. I must have touched something by accident, and I'm not gonna relabel the whole thing. I'm just gonna put AS for auto scroll. Save. So if I hit this auto scroll button, you'll see everything start. You'll see everything go just the way it worked in the last video. So auto scroll. That's a good sign. It's playing. I don't know why it's cutting off. I don't know why it's cutting off there. I don't understand that. Maybe if I move it, we're all good. Well, let's see. All right. There's the change to the chorus. There's the change to snapshot 2, just like in the last video. Verse 2 should go to snapshot 3, and it did. You can hear the music playing. Next chorus should go back to snapshot 1. The song should stop right there. Okay, quick edit, because something came up that I didn't understand, and I might as well show you one of many things I don't understand. So auto scroll worked fine. The next works fine. So if I hit the next button, it will go to the next song in the set, just like I showed you earlier. It did. Now, notice that these 2 foot switch commands stayed on this song. maybe that's because that doesn't change presets. Okay. If I hit next again, yeah, okay, so that's it. So those two buttons are tied to that preset because now this next song called up a different preset and I didn't have those foot switch commands tied to it. So as long as you're using the same Helix preset for all your songs, your foot switch command buttons will live, but I guess you do have to reprogram them for every preset. I don't know why I find that shocking. But anyway, there you go. Thanks for watching. Bye.